apparently within 6 weeks, people will notice an improvement in their orgasms.
Who? How?
And orgasms help the pelvic floor, and the pelvic floor helps orgasms.
Circle of life.
The circle of life.
Hello, I'm Saskia from Mush, and today I'm talking with Elizabeth Davies, aka the Mummy Coach, who is going to be sharing her 5 top tips about caring for and looking after your pelvic floor. So hello, Elizabeth.
Hello, Saskia.
I am really excited and also intrigued by this conversation, not only because you've got a prop right here, but because I just think that the pelvic floor is something that we don't talk about enough, and we should be. So I'd love to know what your 5 top tips are for looking after the pelvic floor.
So top tip number 1 is know what your pelvic floor is.
Excellent.
I think we're told, do your pelvic floor exercises, but people are secretly thinking, what is my pelvic floor? So this is the pelvic floor. It's like a muscular hammock, okay? It sits beneath the pelvic organs, the bladder, bowel and uterus, and it helps to support them.
It's gigantic, isn't it? Really?
And it's got holes which the various passages go through.
Yeah.
And when it's working well, it wraps tightly around those holes to help to keep them shut. Now, we all think about continence when we think about pelvic floor, but it's also really important for sexual sensation and arousal as well.
So
just
even more of a reason to get it sorted out.
Top tip number 2 is that no amount of leaking of urine or feces is ever normal. If we had a leak in our homes, we wouldn't just ignore it or make a joke about it. We would go and get someone to come in and fix it. But there's this cultural norm that when we have incontinence or pelvic floor dysfunction, we kind of make a joke about it.
Yeah, we just laugh it off with our friends, don't we?
Exactly. It's thought that 1 in 3 women leak urine.
Right.
And it is the sort of thing that if you ignore it, it will get worse rather than better over time.
Right. So any leaking, go and see someone or speak to someone about it.
Absolutely. So my next top tip is do your pelvic floor muscle exercises. People don't know how to do them or how often to do them. I want you to be either lying on the floor with your knees bent or sitting on a sturdy chair. So uncross your legs, make sure you're not slumped onto your tailbone. You want to be on your sitting bones.
Okay.
You are going to take a nice inhale for me and fill the rib cage up 360 degrees like an umbrella. Exhale through soft lips as you draw a blueberry up inside your anus and up inside your vagina. Keep those blueberries up inside you. Squeeze and lift for the whole of the exhale. Inhale and let them go. Relax the pelvic floor.
It already dropped out. It's hard to do it for that long.
Absolutely. So we're going for quality, not quantity.
So
if you can only do it for a few seconds to start with, that's fine. Build it up. Absolutely. We all have to start somewhere. You also need to be doing some quick contractions, all right? So you're going to quickly lift the blueberries, let them drop. Quickly lift the blueberries, let them drop. We want to do 10 fast contractions, 10 slow contractions, 3 times a day. And this is really important for C-section mums as well as vaginal mums, because just being pregnant puts a lot of weight down on the pelvic floor, which can leave them weaker and looser. So we all need to do them.
Great.
My 4th top tip is how you poo can help or hinder your pelvic floor, okay? So Western toilets are not the friends of our pelvic floors. The puborectalis muscle, which is one of the pelvic floor muscles, strangles the rectum, so the poo can't come out very easily. Grab one of these stools. We all have them. The trusty, well-known Scandi stool. So pop it down. Pop your feet on it so that you're in a squat position, knees higher than hips, lean forward, relax your belly, and just relax into the poo, okay? 10 minutes, don't be in a rush. As mummies, we're always rushing everywhere. We need to give the poo time, okay? We shouldn't ever be bearing down or straining to get that poo out, and we shouldn't be breath holding, all right? Bearing down puts a lot of pressure on our pelvic floors, so let's do our utmost to avoid it. My final tip is that professional help is available, all right? There are specialist physiotherapists around the country called women's health physiotherapists. They can help you by examining and assessing your pelvic floor and giving you a program that is right for you. So if you are experiencing incontinence, or if you're experiencing another red flag of pelvic floor dysfunction, heaviness in your vagina, feeling like something's coming out of your vagina, pain during or after sex, I know it's really heavy, but we need to talk about it. If you're experiencing those things, then you need to go and see a women's health physio.
And you find them through Googling, or is it GP? Or?
Yeah, so some GPs will refer you on, or you can self-refer in some areas, or you can go and see one privately.
Great, so there is help out there.
There is so much hope, there is so much help.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. Really informative, and I'm just going to keep on doing my exercises.
Good, keep going.
Thanks.